up, everybody? Welcome to the Chasing Daylight podcast, special Monday night edition. Because, sometimes shit happens and you can't do it when you're supposed to. So, we got a great episode for you tonight. We got a lot of golf to talk about. For those of you joining us on YouTube or Instagram or X, I got us up going on there as well. Thank you so much. You can see that Dan is here, Joe is here, Jeremy is here, and special guest Trey Sanders live from Paprika Way. You're short at Paprika too. You're short. You're almost out of there. How long till how you bounce?
I'll be. We close on the new house April 2nd, so I'll be moving out and moving in.
Nice.
I'll
So
have all the boys over, do a big cookout, and have a good time with it.
Nice. So look here, everybody. Check this out. Look out.
Oh, shit.
Little
Hey.
little golf stop
Thanks,
right
the golf stop for allowing me to teach over there. So
yeah, so,
Hey.
new little backdrop there that will be displaying every now and then for the masses, to everybody to check out. In the meantime, we'll just plop this little one up here. Let's see where
little boke action
Let's see where
for the photographers in the room.
There we go. We'll leave that up there.
We got red numbers in the house. We got roars in the house. We got
Holy
Rule
barber.
4 golf in the house. On Instagram. What up, guys?
Holy barber, what are you doing?
Steve-O.
Come back
Bunch
to the
of
league,
buttes.
man. Come back to the league.
Stop shitting on everybody and come back to the league.
No, well, you keep shitting on them, but come back to the league. While you're at it. Hey, we're a couple weeks away from Prim. That's going to be exciting. Looking forward to that. But the reason...
Best deal in Vegas golf.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably talk about it later, but I mean...
Oh, we can talk about it now.
Yeah. I mean, Prim was trash for a long time. And I don't want to tell everybody. I really don't want to tell everybody because it's such an underrated deal in town. But
Stay away
man,
from it.
it's so good. It's a secret. I mean, it's so good. I mean, it's the best deal in town right now.
Yeah.
You can't get better for $65.
No.
Prim.
No.
I don't know. Yesterday was pretty. I enjoyed yesterday. I mean, you know me. I'm a little snobby when it comes to it. So
Trey's very snobby.
I mean,
snobby.
But yeah, and it's funny. The first time you guys went to Prim was what? January, February, something like that.
When we said it was time to come back.
I think it was last year.
No. Like you guys went like recently.
The four of us went. I
the
think.
camera.
Yeah. We're big believers in Prim. Big believers.
And I remember seeing on Las Vegas Golf Insider too that I saw the pictures. I'm like, man, they're they're cutting the fairways in reverse and all this shit. I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on at that place? And then you guys went and I'm like, all right, well, if they're posting it and I'm seeing it, like this shit has to be true. So getting out there, and I was just, man, you're like Joe is right. Like it is definitely the place like the new place like to get to if you're a golfer.
Hey, our favorite golf couple is in the house as well.
Yeah.
So what did you? Yeah, let's talk about Legacy because that was the first time you've ever played it.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, hey, it's a little rough around the edges right now, but I love the routing. I think it's a great layout. It's a fun. The holes are fun. They're challenging, but they're fun.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I think typically when people hear it's a good routing, it's a great layout. People hate on it.
Yeah, of course.
Glenn did that to me. Glenn did that to me in 2021 for a spot, and I just said that because he walked by me.
I know
but he
you've
did
heard that
to me
many times about Legacy too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I mean, I definitely have, and yesterday, because I lived in that neighborhood when I first moved here, that Legacy neighborhood there, and I would drive by it, and wouldn't think much of it. I see all these players playing. It's brown all the time, even in the summer. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I didn't really think much about it. Then obviously I was looking for a place to play yesterday, and joined you guys, and was like, all right, I'm in it, whether it's bad or it's not. And I'm getting up there. I'm like, okay, get on the first green. I was like, all right, this is green. It's rolling. It looks good. It was firm, and I was impressed. And even with Joe, he could attest to this. Probably every couple of holes, I'm like, man, this is something. There's
Yep,
some
he
character in this
was.
golf course, and
I was so happy to
um,
hear you saying that too.
and
Because
there's
it's
some
really
character
easy
in
to it's really easy to shit on the course.
It is, and me, I'm the first one to shit on a golf course if it's bad. That's for sure. But for playing it the first time, and I must have put some work into it recently, but man, I was impressed, and I told Joe, I was like, man, like I could, $65, whatever we paid, $69, like, and it's right down the street from where I live, like I could pay that and be good to go. And even like the chipping green over there and the putting green has been, had some work done to it, and it looks pretty good now too. So, it's I am thoroughly impressed with that place, and I wouldn't mind spending more money to play golf there.
Good spot.
Yeah, and once they get this summer session through and get their overseed in and get that turf the way they want it, I mean it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be just as good as Lex conditions.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look back at what used to be there and how amazing that golf course used to be. If we can get just a smidge of that back and
Yeah.
have a place like that to go along with Revere and Rio and add that, I mean, Dragon Ridge and Anthem. I mean, there's put Henderson back on the map as far as having some premier golf courses. Well, not premier, but some really good golf courses.
Yeah, I think it's just having more than having another option in the Henderson area is a good thing, because I mean, dude, like Jeremy and I, we played Paiute Saturday morning, and I was looking for some other places to play, and I looked at Chimera. Chimera is the same price as Paiute, and if you're telling me like, are you going to pay the same price for?
No.
Well, exactly. I didn't
No.
even have to finish that question. Um, so having and I don't know who I was talking to. Maybe it was Joe or Jeremy, but I almost said like, man, there needs to be like one more golf course between Green Valley and Chimera, and maybe Legacy with its resurgence is gonna kind of poke its head back out and say, hey, like, we're the car, we can come to see us, like we're good to go.
Jeremy, you've been out there a couple times and seen it in rough shape. What was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think I've seen it in dormant rough shape, and I've seen it last summer. It was in really good condition for our VGN event. I think the greens were better yesterday than I've seen. So that's, greens for me is the most important part of it. So I was really happy. It exceeded my expectations. So, and I do really like that golf course as well. So I would put that on the list of check them first for times.
What was nice is you guys played it like tipped out because they
Mm-hmm.
had the back boxes open on every hole.
That they did, yeah.
Yeah,
really
I looked at the scorecard driving the first hole. I'm like, holy shit, 7,100 yards, like. And seeing some of the holes out there, I was like, man, this is nice. Like, what was the hole that you said? Like I think it was the first hole where the back box was open. Is like right behind the green. I can't remember the number.
That's 4.
Yeah, 4.
What was the
Par
par 5?
Yep.
Yeah, and I looked down that hole.
5.
I'm like, man, like this is a hole. Like this is
beefy.
Yep.
Like this is a good hole. And
Good spot,
I don't know if I had a mud spot or whatever, but I had freaking like 290 into that hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not hitting the ball very hard right now, but at the same time, like it's just like I told Joe a couple of times yesterday, I was like, this course has some good character on it, and like I wouldn't mind coming back here as long as it's this shape or better.
Yeah,
which I can only imagine it's going to get better.
I said a couple times to Jeremy, I'm like, when's the last time you saw Trey laying up on a par 5?
Right? Yeah.
He's also got an injury, but
well, yes, I know, but we didn't have to say that.
Hey, this just in from Mr. Jed watching live on Instagram. TPC LV may be running a St. Patrick's Day deal for $99.
Ooh.
I would be in on that for sure.
100%.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Jed, tell him to do that on Friday when I'm playing there with Matt Plummer.
Yeah, right.
On Fridays we golf,
Fridays we golf. That's too funny.
and on Wednesdays
Dan,
we present in Cabo.
Dan, did you ever get to play Legacy back in the day when it was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I was working at Angel Park, and they were both owned by OB Sports, so we used to get the reciprocation over there. Yeah, played Legacy probably a good 2-3 dozen times, and yeah, back then it was awesome. It was a treat. It was a treat to go play Legacy back then.
It was so good.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm excited and happy to hear that good review on the course. So hopefully get out there sometime soon.
And like I said, our event at Legacy is in October, so I'm excited.
Be
about
nice.
October should be nice then.
Perfect.
Have a good summer of all of that, and then maybe September they'll look to overseed or something.
They're
And
full
Well, they're going to
overseed
overseed for the first time
In a
in 4
while.
years,
Yeah.
4 or 5
Oh,
years,
damn.
something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the course has been dormant for a long time.
And
Yeah.
Tiger used to play amateur events there.
They're moving a lot of dirt too. We noticed that on was it 7, the little dog leg to the right, that's the 2-level fairway. That whole left side is all dug up. So I don't know.
Yep.
Me and Joe were looking at it going, are they like leveling it? Are they bringing the fairway up to match that so it doesn't drop down, or what? Interesting stuff though. They're moving some dirt. So it's exciting to see. Okay. Enough Legacy golf talk. Have any of you gotten through any of the Netflix Full Swing 2 episodes yet?
Watched all of it.
yes, I'm on the last 3 episodes with Zach. I'm about to start that Zach Johnson episode.
I started the first one, haven't finished it, and haven't cared to watch it. It's really weird.
So
I
I've
geeked
watched
out about
all
this
of
last
them.
year.
Yep, I've watched all of them, and I think Full Swing season 1 was much better than season 2. Unfortunately,
Ooh, hot take.
I've seen all. I watched all of them in one day. I was sick last week, so I was at home and I knocked them out. I think the Ryder Cup stuff, which you get into the end of the season, it was good, but it didn't provide what I think we all wanted, But
Yeah, and especially with all of the live stuff going on right now, that's all they're talking about, which I understand. I get it. It's the hot topic in golf. But I don't know what their agenda is necessarily with the second season, but I will say, like, I like the Tom Kim episode where they kind of dived into what his life was like after winning twice and then winning a third, winning here in Vegas back to back, and kind of seeing what he deals with the new notoriety and the new fame. But I think at the same time, like in the next season, I imagine they're going to do a third season. In the next season, I would say, like, let's get into, provided the player's okay with it, like, let's get into some lives of some people like Hovland, or I know they did Finau last year, but let's get into some lives of some people that are, that we love to watch on a Sunday or a Saturday, but like we don't really know a whole lot about them.
I think
You
that's
know,
the
like
thing where they failed on season 2 was where it wasn't about the players, it was about the story. And I think on season 1, where it was about the players and seeing them be who they are behind the scenes or after the scenes or whatever you want to call it, I think they failed at that point on season 2. Like, I think
Yeah.
we're so behind the wall as and I was thinking about this earlier. Like, if you were to be a professional sports player in golf, you are like behind the wall. Like, you can go into a fucking mall and eat Charlie's cheesesteaks and nobody's going to know who you are, But if you're Allen Iverson or Kobe Bryant and you go try and grab a Charlie's cheesesteak, people are going to be like all over you,
Yeah.
And I think it's like a hidden thing, and I just want more stories of them being humans and understanding who
Yeah.
they are behind the scenes. And I don't think we got that in season 2. We got that in season 1.
Yeah, I think we got it in little bits and pieces. Like, the Joel Damon thing, like he got he got famous in season 1. Like, I don't think we need to revisit him in season 2, personally.
There was
You
some
know,
good moments
there
for Joel Damon on that one, but
there was, and the one thing I will say, have even bringing in Wyndham Clark is, you kind of see what they deal with off camera.
yeah, the Wyndham Clark
You know,
episode was pretty good.
the Wyndham Clark episode was really good because, you could see his attitude on the golf course from watching golf. And then you can see it amplified more so in this episode of Full Swing because you see what he's dealt with. He lost his mom and all of this stuff. Was hesitant on the mental the sports psychologist coach, and then him actually getting over the hurdle to do that. Same thing with Joel Damon. Now I haven't watched the last 3 episodes, so I can't talk about that. But I would say the one thing that season 2 felt like was they were trying to dig up things that didn't need to be dug up.
Yeah, I can see that. And I think as like golf fans, like actually we are fucking psycho nerds for it.
The 5
It's
of us,
also a
yeah.
year in the past. We
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
Yeah.
know what the Ryder Cup turned into. I know who won the US Open. I know all that. So I
Right.
think it's kind of hard for like the true golf nut to really get into it unless there's like a deeper story there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe this is just the golf nerd in me, but man, let's get into a truck. into one of the trucks and talk about their gear and what goes into all of
Right.
that kind of technological stuff. Obviously, the 5 of us would be, eating that up.
I mean,
But at this,
I watched the video today of them building Scotty Scheffler's putter. I
yeah,
watched it like 10 times. Just it was like I geek out about that stuff.
yeah,
But
and
that's
the
not going
one
to get ratings.
right. But the one thing I would say, if they bring, for season 3, is I would love for them to focus on the pro-am at Pebble Beach. And obviously, they're not going to get into the celebrities' lives or the quarterbacks and the coaches and all that. I get that. But I would love to see one episode focused on that week to see what goes on with, Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen, Ray Romano, like these guys, like how are they interacting behind the ropes? What does that look like? Obviously, everybody's got to be like approved to be on this kind of thing. But, that's when I say premier event, I'm not saying like a players or a major, but it's a premier event because it brings in these celebrities and executives that people may or may not know. And I think it's a good opportunity to kind of see a professional event from an amateur's point of view.
I was really hoping
Mute,
that
Joe.
you guys.
I think you got some teeth to that. So because one of my favorite parts of season 2 for Full Swing was Tom Kim being at the Masters for the first time. And he's
Right.
like, "Where do I go?" "Oh, I'm in the champions locker room. I shouldn't be here." And he's like, "Well, I'm just trying to find food." Like I thought that was
Yeah.
so cool. Like just to see him like in that atmosphere for the first time,
Right.
like experiencing a major. I mean, Masters obviously everyone loves, but like
Right.
just to see like if you could see Aaron Rodgers like showing up to AT&T at Pebble Beach and just being like, "Okay, where do I go?" Or
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
I
And
think the behind the scenes things are so much better than the story that's everybody's already seen unfolded. Like I've already
right.
seen him win. I want the story behind how they won or how they got there or and I don't know.
I was really hoping
Yeah,
you guys sold me on this, and it's just not happening.
I
It's
think
not
season 1
happening.
was way better than season 2
yeah, I mean,
and
season 1 is better than season 2, without a
yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
How do you
But
run that? God.
I just think, well, and I think too, like, I don't know. I don't know the agenda, but it felt like there was just agenda behind season 2. Like, we're going to dive into this live PGA Tour thing in most of the episodes because
Yeah.
we can. Like, we get it. It's there. But there's so much more around golf that is involved that you can showcase that to the light, bring it forward into the light that normally we wouldn't. And talking about, excuse me, Tom Kim, I did think it was funny when he parked in Scotty Scheffler's parking
Yeah.
spot. And,
Yeah.
and stuff like that you don't see that, 3 to 6 on, or 12 to 3 on a Sunday afternoon when you're watching golf, so.
Look, there's a lot of really good stuff in Full Swing season 2. Like, watch it. I mean, if you're a golf fan, go watch it. But I feel like they tried to play on the live versus PGA too hard, and it didn't play out the way that they were able to show via video. Like, it's obviously good. Like, the Wyndham Clark episode's fantastic. Tom Kim episode's really good, but it just fell flat for me personally. I think we found who the characters are in season 1, and we only got a couple more characters in season 2. And if you're a golf fan, watch it. But I feel like they played on the outcomes of too many things in season 2. And as golf fans, we already know the outcomes. But
Yeah.
it's still worth a watch, 100%.
Was Dan Rappaport there to explain the cut to everybody again?
No, they got away
yeah.
from that. They got away from that.
The guys at PGA Tour, the TUOR.
I love that page. That page
Yeah.
gets me so many times. Has Rappaport run that page?
No. They posted about, oh, thank God, Full Swing is back, so Rappaport can explain to us the cut. And he blocked him. And so then they just went on a tirade of posts about him.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely got away from the novice golf.
Explaining it.
Yeah.
The mansplaining.
Well, the one thing that got me was, and I think he showed up in a few episodes. I don't remember his name. I'd have to go into my Instagram because I searched who it was, but it was Bradford or some shit. Golf influencer. Like, why the hell do I care about
Zach
this
Bradford?
random golf? No, I don't know his name. Brad, I don't fucking know. Pardon my language on this thing. But there's this guy, golf influencer, like talking about all this, like, and I've been around the game a long damn time, and I'm thinking to myself, why the hell do I care what he's talking about with all of this going on? Like, and then, talking about Dan Rappaport, like some of the stuff I like he says, and then some of the other stuff is just like,
it's move the needle.
Let me see if
what
yeah, I know, but let me see if I can find this guy.
Here, Jeremy, Juju had a question earlier, and if you saw it,
Mhm.
what do you think about the Triple Diamond 7-wood?
Yeah, just like I told Trey, I think I need to meet up with you at the next demo day or fitting and get some more time with it.
You hit it really well.
I hit it well a few times, but it's just
you hit it really high.
I'm not a fan of.
It's not Titleist, Julian. So let's face it.
You know what? I think the Titleist 7 would look similar. It's just something about the looks of a fairway wood just does not match up with my eye, and I'm still on the quest to find the right one. So, but I think if I were going to get a 7-wood, I would probably cut the shaft down so it's closer to like a 2-iron shaft length, because that shaft felt way too long and it was 7-wood length. So,
and Titleist is coming out with a little mini driver. It looked like.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are you gonna grab that?
I will probably grab it. Just out of sheer curiosity. I've never had a mini driver, and that one looks kind of cool. As long as it's not unforgiving like the TSR4.
Dude, it's Vic Sanchez has the TaylorMade mini driver, and he bombs that thing.
He does.
Bombs it.
He does.
So it'd be interesting to see what
We'll
the
see.
Titleist one does. Well, I know Jeremy will have it, so we can all test it out.
Yeah, yeah. You can
Exactly.
Get it.
Pretty
It's an auto cop for Jeremy, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I've already looked. It's not yet pre-ordered, so
They have it. They have his
It's
card on
coming.
file. He just gets an email. New club is shipped. Titleist points have been added, and new club is on its way.
Yep, pretty much.
Hey, so I played the the new Chrome Tour ball,
And?
from Callaway, and I kind of liked it. It was pretty good. Julian and I, after doing the fittings on Saturday, we got in 9 holes at South Shore, and we grabbed some in the pro shop and went and played, and I was exhausted, and it was not a good testament of testing the golf ball because I did not swing very well. So I was looking forward to yesterday getting out there, hitting it, and once I started swinging well and hitting the ball well, got to see some good data coming from it. It feels good off the putter. It checked up nicely around the greens, and those greens were firm. But
Yeah,
They were.
I had a couple sandy pars out of the bunker. That
really
the
nice
ball-
ones.
Thank you. And the drives that I hit well with it. I mean, it goes. So yeah.
What's the ball again? Is it Chrome Tour?
Yeah, there's the
Yeah,
Chrome
Chrome
Tour and the
Tour.
Chrome Tour X. That's their new.
It's got a really good cover on it. Like that's the one thing I was surprised. I played the Chrome Tour X a couple of rounds, and I will say I don't think it's as long as a Pro V1, but that's obviously I would love to play almost like a round where I'm playing both golf balls just to kind of compare. But just the 2-3 rounds I played the Chrome Tour X, it worked for me. I mean, it was really nice. I had no issues with it, and I didn't like the Chrome Soft. So
Yeah, Julian says talk about this shot that checked up. Yeah, I had a really nice chip shot that just bounced and checked and just stopped, and yeah. Doesn't
So is
happen
the
often,
Chrome
but-
Tour? Sorry, I just don't. I don't know anything about this. So is it the new Chrome Soft replacement? That's
Yes.
basically Pro
Yes.
V1.
Yeah,
Okay,
they got rid of
Okay.
soft, and it's now Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour
and
X.
Tour X.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
so you got
And
the
they've
super
put a lot
soft.
more research into their ball factory because of all the defects, according to my golf spy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Did they
they
take off
dumped
the
a lot of
triple
money.
track? No more triple
Nope.
track.
Oh no, triple track
Still
still
there.
there.
No, there's like
Okay.
triple track now, right? It goes
Yeah.
around the whole ball.
And they got the new Truvis
Oh.
that's got colors and I mean, there's 6
Oh.
different ball varieties you can get.
I actually was
So-
curious. What do you guys think about the Bridgestone ball with it's got like the circle with the arrow?
The mind thought.
Yeah,
I haven't
like-
seen it.
Yeah, Jason
It's
Day
a-
was playing it, and
It's
it's
a
like
focus ball.
Wow.
yeah, like
I'd like to try the new TP5. I found one in the first fairway, but I didn't play it at all. But I'd like to try the new TP5.
I played
course,
that
I'm
the
sitting-
last couple of rounds. But I played the X, and it's a good ball. It's the cover is way better, night and day compared to the last version.
No, that
Night
yeah,
and day.
that's why I didn't play the TP5X the last time. Was that cover lasted 2 holes.
Beautiful
Yeah.
golf courses chiming in saying that they do confirm that the Chrome Tour is a good ball.
Yeah, they've got a special right now at Dick's and Golf Galaxy. Buy 3 get 1 free.
Oh wow.
So it's a good deal. I know Matt Boyd just picked up 8 boxes because he was so happy with it.
So is it
Yeah.
price
Oh, yeah.
point? Is it? I mean, I think Titleist is the most right now, right?
Yeah, it's
For-
55. You're gonna be
It's the same.
yeah.
Well, just reading what Julian posted, I'm like, it's funny because no matter what brand, no matter what brand of golf ball that you talk about, it is always compared to a Pro V1 and Pro V1X.
Always.
Always.
They are the
benchmark.
standard.
Yeah.
And same thing with TaylorMade and Bridgestone and all that. Like, even when I worked in the golf store, most people were like, "Well, what is it like compared to the Titleist?" I'm like, "Oh God, here we go." and it's I'm not I'm not saying that like say whoa Titleist or anything, but just seeing that comment from Julian, it's just like that is really what other brands, at least not the brand themselves, but guys like us talk about, to compare it to something is it's always being compared to a Titleist.
Dan, you gonna try the new Callaway ball? No.
Probably not.
Done.
I love him. That's
Done.
awesome.
I just like Pro V1X. I'm used to it. I know
I'm good.
what
Yeah.
to expect every time. So
Through and through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think me and Jeremy got enough Pro V1Xs between the two of us to start our
Yeah.
own golf shop.
I think I still have like 13 dozen. Probably.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
I'll be
Chrome
good.
Tour was great, but it wasn't a Pro V from beautiful golf courses. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I think in terms of like quality control, like Titleist is like so far beyond anybody.
I think people are catching up though. People are catching up.
yeah,
because I think,
I think Bridgestone is really close.
and
Yeah.
Srixon is catching up too, and especially Callaway with this new stuff because it's always been TaylorMade and Callaway. It's always been a cover issue. It's it's the cover doesn't. If I'm going to spend as much as a Titleist,
It's always
I'm
the
going to
cover.
play the
It's
Titleist
the cover.
because it lasts longer, because it's more durable. And now all
Right.
these companies are finding out, and they're getting their formulas right, and they're coming up with covers that are more durable, and it's going to start challenging Titleist, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's balls. I like different balls, but the cover just does not hold up.
And we're good.
Yeah,
this is after dark. We're good.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
Yeah,
somehow
I
CUV
think
turned
people are
after
gonna.
arc, I don't know.
I think companies will challenge the Pro V, but at the same time, I don't think they'll ever catch up. I think it's always just going to be,
Money and
like that.
technology. Money and technology can.
And then when you got Jim Nance on all your commercials, I mean, it kind of sells itself.
Okay.
They're fucking expensive nowadays.
So
man.
let's give Scotty a little credit for his putting. He switched his putter. He went to a mallet, and he made the tournament unfun for a lot of professionals. Because everybody has said, if this guy can putt, game over.
It's over.
And it was over. He just absolutely dominated.
Yeah, I watched the rerun yesterday, probably the last 10 holes. And before that, I saw on Instagram that yesterday he went 16 for 16 inside of 15 feet.
Yep.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, this guy was 100% inside of 15 feet. Like, who's going to compete with that?
At Bay Hill.
At Bay
On
Hill. And
Sunday.
I think he's number one on tour in greens and reg.
Yep.
And so now that he can putt again, like, who
Darn in the house. Yeah, if he can putt.
You better strike your ball and putt your ball. Like, wow.
Yeah.
I want to try that putter too.
Yeah,
Wait,
of course
he-
you do.
Team Mallet.
He went a little longer. He put an alignment line all the way around his ball. It's a single alignment line down the middle. It's a traditional mallet. They said that the one he tried last year was more of a faux mallet that still felt like a blade and still swung like a blade. This one is more traditional mallet where it's all about the MOI and the feel. And that is the big difference that they were saying was between last year's and this year's, and why he putted so much better with it. It's very interesting. See, and he tinkered.
Yeah.
He didn't stick with the same putter, Joe. He tinkered. Number one player in the world, tinkering.
Well, I mean,
Says the mayor of Tinkertown.
That's right.
Then that must mean I'm the deputy mayor.
you do have an office here, so at the mayor's mansion. Let's see.
what do you think that does to Olsen's brand? Because I mean,
dude, I said the message to Roars, I'm like, I love the kid, but man, he's got to have a stomach full of ulcers his last couple weeks. With Nelly.
Did Scotty get an Olsen putter?
yeah, Scotty was playing Olsen
He's been
for
playing an Olsen all
a few
year.
weeks.
Oh wow,
Season.
okay.
This whole season he's been playing.
Yeah.
Nelly pulled hers, went back to her Scotty. Now Scotty
there-
pulls his and goes back to the blade or the mallet.
He's got Colin.
Colin Maricala played one this week and did not play well.
Yeah.
I'm curious if it's the like the tech behind it as to why they're going back to it. I mean, because look at Morikawa, he's still playing a Sim 3 wood.
Yeah.
I mean,
And a
and
driver.
that
I think he was playing a sim driver too.
he was. I think
Well, so
the
was
last
Brooks
couple of years.
Koepka. A couple guys are still.
Yeah, and Tiger was playing the Sim 5 wood. And a lot of it is the way it looks for these players. That's
Yeah.
why. That's the same thing for me and Julian and a lot of you guys here is like it's all about the way it looks, not so much of how it performs. And I don't know the deal with.
I said last week I thought that Olsen should have gone with Marikawa because he plays a blade. He's been known to tinker with the different TP versions of the TaylorMade putters. So it was I think that was a better place to start than with Scotty. But Scotty rolled it great the first time he played it.
He did. He really did.
And didn't have horrible numbers until recently. Once he left California. So I
don't know. Who knows? I mean, and it's like a putter, man. It's like it's got to feel good to you. It's got to look good to you, and it's tough, man. It really is.
Yeah, I mean I would imagine. Jeremy's been on the Jet Black for a while. It's probably the longest I've seen him with the putter since I've known him.
Although he was sharing some photos.
That was just to add to the collection, though. That wasn't a replacement.
The collection, the Legends Never Die, Strokes Gained, just in the closet.
Yeah, my Bettinardies that are sitting there. Yeah,
nobody's ever seen any of those. Jeremy has
those
like
don't get any time.
Full of shit, right? And it's just Scotty Newport.
Is that the field? Is that the Field of Dreams? The putters go in there to disappear.
Yep, they go in there so no one else can buy them.
It's like Bitcoin.
It's one less off the market.
Oh, hey, Brad Thompson's in the IG. What's up, Brad? Thanks for tuning in.
Just throws it in the closet. Bitcoin, just saving it for later. And when there's a struggle.
When there's a struggle, I know who to call.
One of these days, that Strokes Gained putter is going to make it out to a tournament.
I hope so. I want to see it. I've never seen it.
You've never
Is
even
Roar
seen
still
it?
on? Is Roar's on?
I doubt it. He's probably long asleep.
I'm going to bring it to Miami. I'm going to bring it to him. I don't know if he's set up and ready to work on putters yet, but I'm probably going to bring it to him and tell him what I want to do with it, and then it could make an appearance. That's for sure.
Yeah, Jeremy and I are going to be in Miami at the same time.
Oh,
nice.
There may have been some cahoozing about that.
Some La Sandwicherie. You guys got to go hit La Sandwicherie.
For sure.
Got to eat as much Cuban food as you can because not much of it here.
No better.
All right.
Hey, you know what? Cubani Dot is good. I'll just throw that out there.
I do like
that the one right
not
by
the same.
Pollo Loco?
I did need to try it.
Yeah.
I do enjoy
Horizon and Eastern.
In Eastern?
Big Matt in the house.
Oh, Big
St.
Matt's
Rose
in
and
the
Eastern, maybe.
house. The tech in a putter doesn't mean much because Tiger used his Scotty for like 24 years. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's all about feel.
I think with the putter, it's all feel, it's all comfort, it's
all feel, and
there is
some tech, but it's all feel and it's all the way it looks.
Yeah, and it's how that tech makes it feel to you.
You can go mallet. I mean, it's going to give you some forgiveness, but if you hate looking down on it, it's probably not going to help as much,
Or if you hate the head cover when it's sitting in your bag.
Yeah, exactly. That's me.
Jeremy, remind me
I want to see some
to
shit
share.
overhanging.
Remind me to share in the show notes that Titleist video that you sent us. That video was amazing.
That was
arguably one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen about golf. And when they have that audio,
Oh, you're talking about finding feel?
Yeah.
I sent it to everybody.
Was it you? I thought it was Jeremy.
Yep. Finding
All right,
feel.
I'm about to watch later on that shit.
I don't know. Was it?
I watch it every night. I watch it every night before bed and have a cry.
Yeah. Oh, that clip when they catch the pure shot. Oh my God. Oh,
it was good. It was really good.
I want that
Suggest
as a ringtone.
everybody listening to go check it out.
Yeah, I'll post it
All
in the
right,
show notes.
watch later.
Holy crap! No, don't watch later when you get
Well,
it.
I can't
it.
watch right now, but
Well, no, clearly.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's get into some players chat. So this is the 50th edition of the players. We like bringing Trey on for this one because he's from the Jacksonville area.
Jacksonville. He's a Jaguar.
He's played the golf course. He knows it well. So how long have they been playing it in March, Trey? Do you know off the top of your head? When's the last time it was in?
I want to
May,
say
right?
it was in May.
Was it Fowler?
I want to say
on Mother's
I think
Day?
Fowler might have been the last time it was in May, because the last time I remember going was like 2019, something like that. No, 2020 I went, and then COVID shut that down. But I think it was 20, because Fowler won in 17, right?
So I think
2019 was the first one they did in March.
2015.
Yeah, Fowler
That
won in
guy.
15.
Okay. So yeah,
this is the
19
6th
was
year.
the first time in March. And honestly, like, I remember going, in May, hot as balls. You get drunk out there, and it's 90 degrees with 80% humidity, and you're just sweating your ass off getting drunk. And it's I think it was more miserable for the fans in May than it was for the golfers. But the thing in March, like, the one thing about March in Florida is you could have the 75-degree days, but then you could have that random week where it's 38 in the morning and 58 in the afternoon. And that's Florida. And that stops in
been like that.
April. It's been like that for as long as I can remember, because I've played golf tournaments in February and March, and it's 35 degrees in the morning. Like, what the hell? So leaving it, having it in March leaves it to that possibility. I haven't looked at the weather this week, but
It being March, Big Matt asks, what's the winning score going to be?
13 under.
I'm going to say
13?
I'm going to say 14 to 16. Because if Scheffler does what he does, he won at like 9. Didn't he win at like 19 last year?
17.
Scheffler wins at 18 under.
Oh.
Yeah, so Jacksonville this
Go
week.
Big Matt.
Oh, it's going to be hot in Jacksonville this week. 82, 87, 85, 85. With some wind, with some rain, typical Jacksonville.
Not terrible.
Yeah. Ball's going to fly.
Okay, there's. All right, I'm posting.
Well, for the pros, yeah, but I will say though, like, the range at TBC Sawgrass, it's ridiculous.
Bar none, right?
Ridiculous. Even the, like, when you go to the fifth hole is right behind the driving range, and you can see the member and players range back there, and it probably has the best chipping green I've ever seen in my life. You've got every shot inside of 80 yards to this chipping green, and it's ridiculous. I love that facility. And my buddy Scott, he's the main fitter out there now. He used to fit over at the PGA Superstore. So, you'll get to, all the Titleist stuff. And, I think if I go back there, I might, hop in there for a quick fitting or something. But TBC, it's a special place, man. It really is. And I love it.
Yeah. And Trey, you've played it. What's the cost up to now? $750?
Did you see Zaire Golf's post like an hour ago?
I did not know.
Zaire Golf's posted like a Golf Now, like, future posting for March 30th, $900.
That's insane, dude.
So 2020, COVID shut down TPC week. COVID shut down the country. That following Tuesday, the day after, was the first day they were allowing people to play it. Now, mind you, they only played on Thursday. And so they shut down the rest of the tournament Friday through Sunday. So nobody played it. And I got to play on that Tuesday. Hard as hell, because they left the pins out there and the hard stuff. But I think I paid, because I played with a member, I think I paid $250.
Deal.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
But I mean, The only way, like, for any of us to go there and do that, I mean, you'd have to stay at the Marriott just to make it
Yeah.
at least somewhat desirable to play, because you'll get the round of golf, the breakfast, and the night stay at the Marriott. But man, it's
Pack your bag full of sausage patties. Like it. So how many times did you played out there? And Big Matt is asking, what was the greatest shot you've ever hit out there at
Story
Sawgrass?
time.
Story
okay.
time.
All right. I have
How many
played
times have you
out.
played it?
I don't. So I'm gonna say 9, 10, something like that. I
Okay.
don't know the exact,
Damn.
but
Yeah, I
9 or
like it.
10.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because
Best
the
round.
reason it was that much is because my homie Lewis back in Florida, he would volunteer every year, and volunteers used to get a round of golf for free with 3 people, and those 3 people paid $150. So I did that like 3 times.
Yep.
That's the way to
Yeah.
do it.
Auto.
So I would say my best shot. God, my best shot. I mean, I hadn't played there in 4 years. Oh shit.
Best shot on 17 then.
Best shot on 17.
And how many times did you hit it in the water?
Well, so I don't remember my best shot, but your second question, how many times I hit it in the water? When I turned, I think I was 12, maybe 13, on my birthday, I played there 4 times in the water.
Mm.
Um, but I will say my best shot, I think we played the Sunday pins and hit pitch and wedge to that right hole, that hole on the right side. I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 feet, something like that. The crazy thing is, and I was talking to Julian and Glenn about this the other day, is like the more golf I play, the more golf I forget. And maybe that's just the marijuana over the years or something. But and the 5 of us, since I've lived here, have played a lot of golf together in some combination. And here in Nevada and other states. And I'll say it, like the more golf that I play and the older I get, like the more I'll forget from the golf that I played in my teenage years. Like I'm not gonna forget when I played Pebble Beach when I was 16. I don't remember every shot, but I remember the good ones. But at the same time, like it's hard to keep track. Like I know Sean McVay of the LA Rams can remember every play that he's ever coached and all that, but my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Like the more golf I play, the more golf I forget. So it is what it is. But Big Matt, I don't know like an exact shot because I may have played there 9 or 10 times, but with the last time being 4 years ago, like it's just hard to really remember.
Easy.
That's all.
I'm gonna throw up Rob's comment.
Well, sure. Here you go. Yeah, Trey turned into a soul golfer.
Shut up, Rob.
Ain't happening.
Yeah. I play with my own soul. Damn it.
He's broken clubs. He's void.
Voided.
Thrown clubs. Has built more clubs in the past 2 months than most people have in their lifetime. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's do a little trivia. You ready? So I've got all the past winners through 2009. Let's see if you guys can name them all. So if you have one, throw it out there.
Tiger in 2013.
Wait. Okay.
Ricky in
Sergio.
15.
Ricky in 15.
Nobody
Cam
in
Smith.
20.
Cam Smith, 2022.
Yeah.
Scheffler 23.
That was easy.
JT won it in 2021, I think.
Yeah. Very nice.
What were we saying? First time winners?
Rory.
No.
Rory won.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rory won in 19.
Yeah,
2019.
yeah.
Hmm.
See, the fresh ones are easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the year is a
Sergio,
bonus.
did Sergio win in there?
Yeah. No.
No, Sergio was 07, I think.
Yeah, this only goes back to 09.
Oh, okay.
Just because I got tired of
09.
looking.
Siwoo Kim
know.
won it.
Yeah,
Ah.
Sue Kim.
That was in 17.
I knew there was an
That's right.
Asian.
There's
Didn't
another one,
didn't Webb Simpson win it
Ah.
in 2016 or 2018 or something like that?
2018. Good job. Good job. So we have 2016, 14, 12, 11, 10, and 9 left.
Chapman says Sam Burns in 2024 plus 3,300.
Jason Day won it.
Jason
Yeah,
Day,
Day
won.
was
Yeah.
Day in 14.
16.
2016.
Mhm.
16. Shit, who
And
won in
Ricky was
14?
2015.
I was
Mhm.
there in 14, I know, because I was drunk as hell.
2014.
2014.
Don't
What up,
remember.
Golfing Dad 77 on the cruise ship? Thanks for tuning in.
This guy's on vacation and tuning into the podcast.
Yeah.
International waters. Thanks, Mr. Boyd. Thank you so much. Although he didn't tell me where he's going, so I'm assuming it's international waters unless he's cruising around the Lake Mead Princess.
14. Damn, I don't know who won.
I don't remember 2014.
All right, so that's where the brain freezes at 14. All right, so going back to
Before my time.
2009, we had Henrik Stenson.
Fucking
It's Tim Clark with the long putter in
Mm.
2010. KJ Choi in 2011.
Mm.
Matt Kuchar in 12. And Keimer in 14.
Oh yeah, that's right. He won.
Timer.
He won it on Mother's Day, and then he won the U.S. Open.
Yep.
On Father's Day.
Yep.
That's right.
Good
No
stuff
chipping.
there.
All putting.
All putting. All putting. All right, so let's see. Harry made the field. Not
Yeah.
sure what happened to get him in, but hell,
Love it.
congrats
Love
to
it.
him getting to play
Hell
in
yeah.
his first players. He goes off at this is Pacific Standard Time for those listening at 11:35 Thursday with Ben Martin and Eric Cole. Tournament starts Thursday 7:40 a.m. for us. Going off in groups of 3, off of 1 and 10. So nice big fat field for this one. It is playing par 72, 7,275 sea level yards. And Trey, you can chime in as the TPC tees, according to Jen, are 74, 134. But what do those guys play?
They
You know
play.
it?
So some of the tees are. Oh, dude, I've played back there before, like once. Got my ass kicked because number 8, which is the long par 3, number 8 plays like 235 to the center.
Jeez.
It's freaking long. Then number 15, which is not my favorite hole. I don't think I've ever hit the fairway on 15, maybe once. And so like on 15, you're walking past, like, let's say this is the green on 14. You walk past, you walk off the green, you're going towards 15. On the cart path, which splits the back tee and the everyday tips, we'll call it, not the tour tips. It's like another 40, like 30 yards behind it. And you got trees hanging over, and it just requires the most accurate shot that you can possibly hit. But I would say, as far as ratings concerned, I would imagine the rating from the tour tips at TPC is probably, you said 74 for the normal one.
Yeah, 74, 134 for the TPC tees.
I would say that the tour tees are 78, 145, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it is hard, man. And
Beefy.
it is, and if you're in the rough, forget it. That's rye grass. That is thick, straight up, just right above your ankle, rough, and it is no joke. Like, and like I said, like I've been very fortunate enough to play the week after 2 or 3 times, and it is hard. Like I was talking about this with Glenn. Like the one thing you see these guys do week in and week out is play the way they play, and they're the best in the world, and it's unbelievable. Even the guys that have a hard time, like they're out there, and then they go hit 1,000 range balls a day. Like,
Yeah.
and the stamina that is required for that is ridiculous. Because I mean, hitting a bucket of balls now is it's a lot. But that golf course it holds a special place in my heart because one, I'm from there. Two, I've been fortunate enough to play, and man, it's hard play. It's hard, man. I mean, the par fives are just spectacular par fives.
I think that's one thing. Like I forget what you said, but I think it's like these guys do it week in, week out, right? And you're a really good golfer, Trey. Like you can lay it out, and you even say that is hard, And I think it's one of those things where it's like the players, Sawgrass, as it is for the players, it's hard. It's fucking difficult. And to see what those guys do, and for you to have played it and being a good golfer that you are, it's like to see them do what they do on there.
Yeah,
it's insane.
The best I ever shot was a 74, and that wasn't like the tour tips. That was like the normal TPC tips, and I think that was like 2011 or 12, something like that, or maybe pre 2010s. I don't remember exactly. But
yeah, I mean, and on your best day, like maybe 1 under, 2 under, maybe
like
on your best
maybe,
day.
and I'd have to be on, like
yeah.
And the same thing goes for Bay Hill, dude. Bay Hill is ridiculously hard. I mean, look at what like yesterday. Scheffler was just a surgeon out there, but everybody else. How many? I don't know how many, but I don't imagine many people broke 70 yesterday at Bay Hill. If so, it was probably less than 10 guys. And the winner happened to shoot 66, and and I know the conversation has come up as far as making golf courses longer and harder and all this. Like Bay Hill and TPC are the two perfect opportunities that a golf course doesn't have to be real long to be hard. I mean, these guys were struggling at Bay Hill. Look at, if you saw Hideki on number 12 yesterday.
They're already fucking hard. It's the thing.
Hideki's a Masters champion. He's the best Asian golfer ever, as far as men are concerned. Ladies is anyway. But if courses can take how TPC and Bay Hill build out their courses, like, and do that with every other one, like, I think it's great to see these best players struggle. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved watching Scotty Scheffler just make everything under the sun, but when you can make a course like that, like, you never know. I mean, even Riviera, like, look at Riviera, like that is a hard golf course. And I would love to see them do a U.S. Open at Riviera. That'd be sweet. But
some of the the live fanboys were calling Bay Hill a goat track or dog track. Dog track. Like the PGA Tour is so boring. Commercial putt, commercial putt, commercial dog track, small field. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, dog track my ass.
Calm down there.
That's the thing. Is
wake
like,
up and smack you.
That's the thing is there's like courses that are championship courses. There's muni courses. Courses are built differently, but like what these guys do on these courses, it's insane.
Yeah,
they're hard.
It really is. It is hard. Like I have played some really hard golf courses. Torrey Pines is one of them, and TPC in its prime condition is hard. Like, and I thank you, Joe, for the compliments earlier, but on my best day, it's probably a 2 under at TPC on my very best day. And it's hard. What can I say?
Yeah.
It's hard as hell.
Dan, what
these guys are shooting fucking 6 under every day.
Yeah.
Jan, what are you
What's
shooting?
that?
What are you shooting? TBC Sawgrass.
Oh man, I have no idea. I mean,
Ah,
if it's anything like Spyglass was for me, like Spyglass is a tough ass course, and I shot 78, and I was proud. I was like, hell yes, hell yes. I golfed my ass off, and I was 6 over par. So yeah, if Sawgrass is anything like Spyglass, then yeah, I'll take anything mid 70s, low 70s would be a treat.
Yeah. I hope I get to play with one, if not all of you, in a combination at TPC because, after being there as many times I have, and then I would just love to see the golf course through your guys' eyes because,
Yeah.
I don't have that experience anymore of it being my first time out there. And like the drive down, I don't know the name of the road, but when you go in through the gate for Sawgrass and you drive about half a mile and you're turning left to go towards TPC and that quarter mile, half mile drive leading up to the clubhouse, it's not Magnolia Lane, but it's TPC's version, and I'll be damned if that isn't a sweet drive every time you
Right.
drive up.
That's
And
funny.
I hope I can be there for one, if not a combination of you guys being able to play it. God, I hope that happens one day because I would love to see it through your eyes.
It's funny. That's funny because I mean, like, I can't wait to experience that with you for your first time at Bandon.
Oh, the two of us here on the bottom, me and that guy.
Too.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably gonna be similar, but don't cry for me. Cry for yourself. If you've never been, shed a tear for yourself.
God, I can't wait.
It's gonna be incredible.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
When you
that-
see that,
we just
when you
gotta
see
do
that
it.
little shack that's not attended by anybody, because that's like a staple at a golf course.
Yeah.
There's a shack there. Nobody's in there.
It's like
Like
the Prim
Prim,
Valley.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's in there.
Nobody's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there probably was someone there in the first day, right?
That's
and
where
they're
they
like,
stock
we
up the
don't need
water."
this. They're like, we don't need anybody attending this shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's
just-
left in the gate.
I'm ready for the 8 of us to be up there and just have a freaking blast. Maybe we start with bar run on Saturday, drive over Saturday night, get ready for our first round at, I don't know where our first round is at, but
Dude, you just don't need to worry about that.
I'm just,
It's gonna.
guys-
be
I know
You
you
guys
did all
gotta-
your reason.
Get Bobby on the vehicle thing settled.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
can
we'll be
do
fine.
that.
We'll be okay. If we
Hey,
got a
here's
rock
the-
Ford
here's the
Corolla, we'll be
ticker.
cool.
The ticker for the CDP against the world standings. Joe reclaimed the top spot. I had it last week for a week. I didn't have a good week this week with my picks. I have to stop switching guys because I'll have my bench players score 40 points and then I'll swap them. And then the guys that I take out are the ones that score 40 points. So it's frustrating, but there's some slackers in this, some guys from a couple of the shows, Jeremy being one of them, that are
12th place, Jeremy?
Yeah,
Dude.
he hasn't done his picks for 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
That's why I don't do fantasy sports.
it's so easy to forget. Even
Because
though I send out,
I
a
start
reminder
out hot
every
and
week.
excited, and then I just stop doing it. So
That's when you recruit your kids to help you out.
true.
Yeah. All right, hey Joe, we haven't done this in a long time. Why don't you go over the odds for the players since this is a big event,
Yep.
and we can find out some surprises and some shockers maybe.
So no surprise, Scotty Scheffler is your favorite at 5.5 to 1.
What?
Damn. 5.5. Holy moly.
Scotty learned to putt. Rory 12 to 1. Justin Thomas 20 to 1, along with Xander Schauffele. Will
JT right there.
Zalatoris 22 to 1. Colin Morikawa, Max Homa, Patrick Cantlay, Victor Hovland 25 to 1. Hideki, Shane Lowry. He played well, 30 to 1. Wyndham Clark 33 to 1. Ludwig 35 to 1, along with Jordan Spieth and Russell Henley. Thigala, Cameron Young, Siwoo Kim 40 to 1. Big jump to Minwoo Lee and Brian Harmon, as well as Jason Day and Tommy Fleetwood 50 to 1. Corey Connors, Tom Hoagie 60 to 1. Let's go down. Justin Rose 100 to 1. Bo Hassler 125 to 1. All the way at the bottom.
Harry. He's like third from the bottom.
Did Zach Blair make it? I saw him
Yeah.
there.
Harry's got his odds are like one ahead of Zach.
What?
Gary Hall is 750 to 1. I'm throwing 5 on him right now.
I haven't played. Obviously, I haven't played all the courses that the tour plays at, but
$5 on Harry Hall wins you $3,755. Let's go.
Boom. That pays for Bandon. Come on, Harry.
Let's go, Harry.
I'll say this: TPC has 4 of the best par 5s on one golf course I've ever played. Really good par 5s.
Love
To
it.
this point.
All right, Dan, give me a winner. Who you taking?
Shit.
This means
man,
absolutely
it's
nothing.
Yeah, it's hard to go against Scheffler the way he's playing right now, but
Very
I'm gonna
hard.
go. I'm not gonna pick Scheffler. I'm gonna roll with Schauffele.
It's a good pick.
I like Shoffley. Yeah, I do like that. I like that pick.
That was my pick too.
Joe, who you taking?
In the grand scheme of things, like Scheffler is probably going to win, but I'm going to take Shane Lowry.
Ooh.
Not to be the fucking
You mean Terrell Hatton?
No. Cut shot works great at that golf course.
I want to take Scheffler, but I'm not doing that. So.
Jeremy, who you taking?
I was gonna go with Shoffley, but I'm gonna go with my boy Spieth for sure.
Ooh, Speed.
I think he's top. I think he's top 3 in greens.
He's always
this
going
year.
Spieth. He was always going Spieth.
No matter what, just mark me for Spieth.
Just mark. I'm surprised you don't wear Under Armour.
Look at this
It's
guy.
really surprising. Would you
Under
like,
Armour's tough on the big guys.
Would you like lose it if he switched to Travis Matthew? Would you like just
Dude, I would leave my family and just follow him around. I would become a roadie.
he'd be
I
hitting
hope
up
they're not
bed.
listening. Sometimes they listen, so if they are, I'm very sorry. I just said that, but
He'd be
I would.
hitting
You know
up
what I would do?
Bednar
I
to
would put
change
the
everything.
Miras. I would put the Miras in the bag in the closet and break out the T100s. That's what I would do.
I wish he would do that anyway.
Whoa.
No,
No, he needs those mirrors so good.
I know.
It's not
Trey?
happening.
Trey's hating on the Miras.
That's
Yeah.
not
No,
happening.
I've played with him enough
This
to know
just
how his
in,
game is.
Trey hates Mira. Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
anti-Asian.
Got something against Japanese forging, Trey?
No, I got 3 Mizunos in the bag right now.
All right, who's your pick, Trey? Who's your pick?
I'm going back to back.
Ooh,
Going Scheffler.
Chef, back to back. All right, so I'm
It's hard
gonna
not to pick him.
I'm gonna take the dark horse. I'm going with the young phenom, Oberg.
That's a good pick. He could light that
Oberg.
Yeah.
up.
Erberg.
Are you guys in
Yeah.
the Matt Beebe pool? Did you get
No.
in on it, Matt?
No. Every time I get in that thing, I'm in last fucking place. So it's just,
Yeah, but I mean it's fun.
it is fun, and it's like, I mean, if you win, it's a grip
I
of
mean,
cash, but
you fucking grip of cash. It's like
But
44,000 people across the country.
yeah, you have to have like 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the standings,
Yeah.
and it's
Who
just
is Matt Beebe?
he runs a pool.
I've
for,
never
like,
met
majors.
him. I've never met him, but so for all the majors, he does a golf pool. You pick 6 players. You throw
they're all-
20,
they're all
30 bucks
flighty.
in. Yeah, if you
gotta pick a
want
player
in,
from A, B, C, D, E.
I can connect you. I don't know the guy. Never met the guy in my entire life.
Big payday though
Um,
if you win.
Yeah. So
that's
it's
cool.
$20, $30. If you win cash.
All right,
I'm not good at
boys.
shit like that.
Anybody got anything? Oh, anybody want to do this? Guess what? Putter's in Matt's bag.
It's
Actually, I
isn't it the
forgot.
same one?
I don't know. Yeah, it's the
It's the
what do you
jailbird
call
mini.
that butter?
It's the
yeah,
jailbird.
jailbird.
Yeah, the jailbird.
Yeah,
Jailbird.
he had 47 putts this weekend. It was cool. Cool to watch.
I did not have 47 putts. You
Yeah,
37.
27.
I had 27.
Oh,
Oh,
Good God.
well, you 3 or 4 putted the first hole. So
I 3 putted the first hole. Yes. Still posted my score.
3 or 4 putted the first hole.
Look at him. Just bitter as fuck. God.
I just
know
felt
what?
like you had a bad day. I didn't.
No, I had a bad couple holes on the front there.
Yeah, you had a bad day.
Yes.
I topped that tee shot on 3, and then I hit the tree on 7, and then it took me 3 shots to get out of the bunker on 9. But after that, I played pretty good golf.
Yeah, it just felt like you had a bad day, so I didn't say anything.
Oh no, man, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I said, still posting my score. I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to post your score for you.
Go ahead. I don't care. I really don't
you
care.
care. You care.
I don't
'cause
care.
You do
I don't.
care. He cares.
He's a
Then
soul
post my
golfer.
last one before that.
He's a sole
Post
golfer. His score doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Post
He
the
don't
one
care.
before that. Then
It might be
Gonna
time for
post
the
that
annual
one.
audit.
post the
Mhm.
one before that.
Oh, speaking of that, Jeremy, we got to do that.
Yeah.
We got to take that class. So, okay. Anybody got anything else? Anybody got anything else?
Just post my score. If you're gonna post that score, post the one before that. That's
I didn't play with you.
Did we see a hole in one on 16
Ooh,
or on 17? Excuse me.
On
16 would be
Um,
impressive too. 16 would be really impressive to see a hole in one there.
Oh yeah, you've been stupid impressive.
Real tournament rounds, not the practice rounds.
No hole in ones.
Yes,
Yeah, well, we're seeing
One.
We're seeing one.
front
I
pin
say no.
probably on Friday.
Oh, Joe's got,
Yeah.
he's got his mic up. Okay.
yeah, we'll see one.
You'll see one. All right. Do we miss anything on Instagram? Anybody else have any other questions?
I need to look at the odds, so I didn't
See nothing there. Let me check over here. We got this last comment. Oh, Rob, soul golfer comment by Trey. Baby steps this way. Oh, stop it. Oh, jeez.
That's
Let's
it.
just put it out there before the end of the show. Trey, not sole golfer. Got it.
Yes. And hey,
Golfer with soul, maybe.
I had
Oh.
I had this scrolling on the main one. I may be welcomed back to the working class.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, I kind of tested out with Julian out at South Shore as fitting for Callaway.
Yeah.
My God, that was fun. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was going to be as fun as it was. It was an absolute blast.
That's literally physically tinkering. Like that's all you're doing all
my
day is tinkering.
God.
Yeah,
But
that's
if
all
you're
you're
out.
doing.
what's
Yep.
awesome is you're like, because, you don't share every thought in your brain with a person, and
Right.
so like the player is out there and they're hitting, and I'm like, okay, this is this. Let's see, they're gonna need this. All right, let's go get that, put it together. Hey, try this, And so it's like you're the mastermind, you're Frankenstein behind the scenes, and it's hilarious watching the joy that somebody has that overcomes them when they stripe a ball.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
It's just to see their face light up and go,
Yeah.
wow, and then you sit there and in your back of your mind, you're going, I did that. I helped you find that, not like gloating
Yes.
that I did it, but it's like, I brought you that joy. It was a fun experience. I'm hoping I'll be able to hop on the team with them and do more of those. And
Then goes the weekend golf.
hey, you know what? I'm off.
You can play during the weekdays.
Yeah, exactly. Big Matt's asking what tees we're playing at Prim. Diamonds plays. You guys dip it out. You go back.
All the way back.
All the way back. So,
Back of the bus.
back of the bus for the Diamond Boys. So, I guess Joe's out. All right. So, I'll take over wrapping this up. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this week's show. Those of you on YouTube, thank you so much. Be sure to like this post, subscribe. Thank you for that. So far, we are 0 for 1 on asking for reviews on iTunes and Spotify. So if you're listening and you want to leave us a review, please, 5 stars only. None of that 4-star crap. 5 stars only. We're worth it. You like us, so please help us out. Joe, you wanna close it out? I was gonna take over, but
Sure. I mean, I had to dip out for a quick minute, but thanks for tuning this episode of Chasing Daylight Podcast. Why are we laughing? Did we
No
get to
idea.
Big Matt's question?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Answered
you're
it.
good,
Okay.
bro. You're on a roll. Go for it, Joe.
Jeez. We talked about reviews, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously. Did we talk about Jason Daylight podcast?
Yep.
Did we talk about Prim?
I got Golf Stop in the background.
Okay. We talked about players.
Talked about Golf Stop.
We talked about mini
Look, I even
Titleist
I
drivers.
wrote myself a note. Don't forget to mention the Golf Stop.
Did we talk about did we talk about Soul Golf?
Too much, unfortunately. Too much.
All right, guys. We covered every fucking
Guys.
thing that we could think of. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
Oh, look, Adam joined. Great job, Adam. Just in time
Right
for
at
us
the
to
right
leave.
at the last minute, Adam. Good job, bro.
Right. If we don't get one review this week, it better be from fucking Adam.
Adam, you better review this.
Adam,
shit.
go review 5 stars right now.
5 stars only.
Right now.
Right, meow.
Right now.
Oh, hey,
Before
by the
the-
way, ever since we had Patrick on for the RGV tour, he talked about he doesn't listen to much podcasts, but he's been listening to Tosh, and holy shit, that is some entertainment right there. If you like Daniel Tosh's comedy, go listen to his podcast like immediately. It is
Okay.
fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Highly recommend.
All right, guys. Thanks. Another Chase Daylight podcast in the books. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out Trey from Jacksonville, Florida, Sawgrass representer. Played it 10 times. He has stuck it to 1 foot on 17. If you have not done that, enjoy the players. Go leave a review. We're here every single week for you. We love golf. We're nerds just like you. And until then, we'll catch you next week. Later.